Welcome back to the Listen Up podcast, where we analyze a new album each week. I'm Jamie, and this week we've got me, Nick,
what up,
and Jordan.
What is up, my dudes?
This week we're going to be taking a look at Dirtbag by Blueface, released in 2019, and it was picked by Jordan.
Blueface, baby.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So, Jordan, do you wanna tell us a little bit more about why you chose it?
Oh, might as well, Jameson. So it's only 22, 21 minutes long. So it's really probably one of the shortest albums I listened to, which makes it also one of the most digestible albums I've ever listened to, because I'm a person who likes singles and maybe like one-offs of albums preferred over entire albums. Like, there's never a day where I sit down, I'm like, I'm just going to listen to this album, you know? I much prefer songs that give me energy rather than just like albums where I have to like sit through a song that I don't like. I know I could skip it, but there's too many songs I don't like on most albums to do that. So that's why I really like this album, is because it's short, it's to the point, and I really like the music on it too. So that's pretty much why I picked it.
Nice, concise explanation there.
Thank you, Dad.
Yeah, so Nick, I don't know about you, but I have not had any prior experience to Blueface apart from hearing his name and probably seeing freestyles of his on Instagram.
Yeah, I knew him from like Tatiana fame, but was that him? That was pretty much it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, I guess I've heard a song by him.
Interesting. So you were on the Blueface bus before you knew
I didn't say I liked it. I just said I'd heard it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I knew
you can't tell me you busted down to Tatiana a couple times, Jamie.
I personally have never busted down to Tatiana.
I knew the whole meme of him like rapping off beat, and but yeah, that was pretty much it.
Actually, when it came out, and I'm gonna sound a little like hipster saying this, so mind me, but I heard Tatiana before it even got big, and I really didn't like it at all. Like, I didn't like it for some reason. Mm-hmm. And when everyone started, like, loving it, I just didn't listen to it. Kind of like a protest, kind of. Like, I was like, nah, I don't really like this song.
I'm boycotting this.
Shut up, dude. I know. No, dude, that's what it felt like. I think it was like Tatiana, Mo Bamba, and
oh my god.
What's the other one that came? Oh my gosh. The Travis Scott one?
Sycamore?
It's with Drake.
Yes, I cannot remember for the life.
I just said it.
Yes, that's what I couldn't remember what it was. Those three songs I didn't. No, I know, but for some reason it was like it went. All three of those went so mainstream so quickly. Mm-hmm. Except Tatiana, I kind of already listened to before.
They came out of nowhere for sure.
Yeah, I kind of just didn't want to like. I don't know, dude. I just didn't want to listen to them, but I listened to Sicko Mode a little bit now, but not still not much. Still haven't listened to Obama. But.
I cannot fault you for that. I kind of had that with Radioactive by Imagine Dragons.
Okay.
I heard about it I heard it and I was like, yo, this is really good. And then the next summer it was everywhere. And I still listened to it. I didn't protest it, but I was like, you guys remember when I showed you? I didn't want to be that guy. So I was just like, I silently suffered for so long.
Dude, I know. It's just it kind of comes with music. You kind of just gotta. Yeah. Real quick. Wait, sorry. What Nick? You got?
Look, I was that way, but the opposite with like two things. I was like I found something and really enjoyed it, and still enjoyed it after it got big. And I was like right before the curve. Like both times, I remember the next day, like stuff like blowing up. Like the first time was I found the song "Thrift Shop" by Macklemore. Like,
oh wow!
Like the day before, I hadn't heard anyone talk about it, and I listened to it, and I was like, this song's catchy, like, and it's funny, like I like it. And this was back in I think this was in middle school when that song came out. Mm-hmm. And then the next day, I went to school and I heard someone singing it, and I was like, yeah, that's the song I listened to on, like, I listened to the preview of on iTunes yesterday. Like, what the heck?
That whole album's good, The Heist.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good one.
Yeah, it has some pretty good songs on there.
I really listened to that, Same Love, and Can't Hold Us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I Can't Hold This. Isn't that the one with White Walls on it, too?
Yeah, White Walls is on there.
White Walls is
White Walls is
pretty
pretty
good.
good.
10,000
Jamie, I was
Hours
gonna
is
I was going to ask real quick, too. Have you listened to the Radioactive remix with Kendrick Lamar
Yeah,
on it?
I love it.
Dude, it's so good. Okay, sorry. I just wanted to make sure you... Okay.
What a crossover.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's really good. Okay, so... Yeah, so prior experience, yeah. So, Jamie, do you want to give me your personal feel about that one? I'd like to hear yours.
Like my
first.
overall, I like it more than Pop Smoke's album,
Okay. Interesting.
and it's startlingly short.
Yeah.
This is definitely the shortest album I think I've ever listened to, apart from 4-song EP. But there are even 4-song EPs that are longer than this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of weird hearing there were songs that were just like, it's just a verse and that's it, and it's like a minute and 15 seconds.
Yeah.
So it's kind of weird. It was different. It was okay.
Do you know why you enjoyed it maybe a little bit more than Pop Smoke album? Like, was it like the beats or the lyrics or?
I like the beats more. I like his voice more. I don't know.
Okay. No, it's okay. I the Pop Smoke's is harder to get into, I feel like, than Blueface. But
I don't know. I just kind of left it and I was like, okay, well that was, I liked it more.
I got you.
He had a few funny quips in it.
A few one-liners in there.
Yeah, this is probably the most just one-lines of any album that we've done. But I think that's also that fits with the genre.
Yeah, it does. Rap has a lot of those. But Nick, what about you?
I don't. When I texted Jamie like 2 days ago, and I said I felt the same way about liking it more than Pop Smoke's album, but I'm really not sure, honestly, now which one I like more. And I think I like this one pretty much just as much for like different reasons. Like, I think this one was a little funnier, and like I don't know.
So you mean you hate it just as much?
Well, honestly, I think I like Pop Smoke's a little more.
Okay.
And like we can touch on like specifics later when we start into like analyzing and stuff, but I think I like Pop Smoke's a little more, even though they're like they both have like pretty consistent like beat styles throughout and stuff. But I think I like his a little more. I like his how they're kind of filled by not I feel like a lot of Blueface's background noise was just bass, and Pop Smoke's was filled with maybe some sort of like drawn out like violin or like
that's true.
I don't know. I felt like there were more instruments in Pop Smoke's beats, and I liked that more than Blueface's. And also I got you. And Pop Smoke's and Blueface, they both have kind of, Blueface isn't always gruff, but sometimes he does strain his voice in different songs and stuff.
Yeah.
But I do
really like when artists do that.
What'd you say?
Sorry, I just said I really like when artists do that.
Yeah. And I think I like Pop Smoke's consistent, like gruff tone a little more than just Blueface's overall tone. But still not a fan of Pop Smoke and the grrr when he like did that in songs and stuff. But
baby, I don't know. It's okay. It's okay.
But
it's okay. It's not for everyone. It's not for everyone. Okay.
But overall, I did think, like, I wasn't a huge fan, but I did think he had some pretty funny lyrics in there. I will say that.
Dude, I'll tell you, and honestly, he replicates that on social media a lot too, which is why I follow him on like Instagram and stuff, because he just does the dumbest stuff sometimes, and he's just like so stupid sometimes, but he's hilarious,
which I can appreciate. That's it's my kind of social media presence.
We love a good persona.
Yes. I think that's why he may have gotten like more popular is because of his persona. Like, okay, this was a little controversial, but I remember he just went out on the street on top of his van and started throwing money just to people. And it was like raining and stuff. And he said he was like, it's like you're like, oh, that's kind of like interesting. Like, I guess some people did like that money, but then he like throws it and like makes people go get it. And like, it's just, I don't know. It's been like, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it, but it's weird. It's weird, but yeah. Yeah, my personal feel of the album, again, I kind of said at the beginning, I just love it. It's short enough to where I can listen to all of it because I don't usually really. I like shorter songs not shorter songs, but shorter media that I can consume usually, which is why I don't listen to albums that often. So yeah.
Oh, touching on the length of it, have either of you guys heard of Tierra Whack?
Yeah.
Like,
she was in the XXL Cypher, I think.
Okay, cool.
Last year, right? Wasn't she?
I'm not sure, but like the only album she's put out is 15 songs, and it's 14 minutes long.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And she's come out with like a string of singles and stuff, but like it's like a thing for the album that like every song is like less than a minute and a half.
Interesting. Yeah, she was on the most recent XXL.
Well, you could
Cypher.
just make one song then.
Yeah. And she has some kind of like, I don't know if it's a short film that goes along with the whole album or if it's just a few strings of songs on the album, but I watched it on YouTube a while back. I can't remember. But she's released.
Is it kind of one of those like they incorporate the songs with the visuals?
Yeah,
like you listen to the album as you watch it? Kind of like the Kenny Beats Denzel Curry one?
Yeah,
or Lemonade.
Oh yeah, Lemonade. Dissect.
Sure.
No.
It's a good podcast.
No, I got you.
I added that to my albums on Spotify to listen to it.
Lemonade?
Mm-hmm.
I still haven't listened to the
that's
actual album, but I've been listening to the Dissect series on it this season.
Wait, did you listen to the album before you listened to the Dissect series?
No, I'm not a Beyonce fan.
Bruh.
Wow, bro.
I feel like you have to listen to it if you're going to listen to the Dissect on it.
Look, it's okay. We can judge Jamie later. Okay?
But Tierra Whack, her singles are usually full length. They're like 3 minutes usually. Okay. But I guess that album was some kind of experiment.
So she's just memeing everybody.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. She like rapped with no music behind her on the X. The only reason I know her is XXL Cypher, and I get ads for like Adobe Photoshop with her in it. It's kind of weird, but yeah, she rapped with no music over it.
Really?
And I think Fantano gave her like the best performance out of all of it. So you might want to go watch it if you want.
Well,
but
cool. I like her music like a fair amount.
Yeah, I haven't listened to it that much because I mean she was competing with like Megan Thee Stallion and Rico Nasty too, and I kind of like I haven't listened to her a lot, but I feel like I listened to a song and I didn't like it. Mm-hmm. I don't really listen to Megan that much, but I like Rico though.
Yeah, Rico has an album with Kenny Beats. That's pretty decent.
Yeah, that's the one that like made her pretty popular.
Yeah, but Tierra, her song "Wasteland," it's a single. It's pretty good, and I think her biggest song off that album is "Hungry Hippos," and it's one of those like minute and a half songs. But it's pretty
like
good.
Duran.
Wait, what? Like "Hungry Like the Wolves."
Okay. Yeah, that was. We're gonna move on from that.
Vintage joke. I know music.
I didn't even get the joke. So
looks like someone doesn't know their 80s pop hits.
I really don't.
We
only know 2010s pop hits.
I'll say it. Duran, not good.
Boom, what you said. Okay. All right. So who wants to start with talking about? Wow, that was really bad. Can you do this?
The transition
part? Yeah, do you mind doing the transition?
Yeah. So then now we're gonna talk about some of our favorite musical aspects, lyrics and stuff like that. So then I'm gonna start off because I know that Jordan, you would take this if I don't say it first. One of the funny aforementioned one-liners I really like. It's in Bust Down, which is the second song on the album. He said, "Oh, hang on, I didn't write down the full lyric. I gotta."
I have the lyric if you want it.
Well, I want to touch on something specifically about the syntax of his line.
Okay.
Man, this is amateur hour out here.
Okay, you can just chop this part out.
No cuts. It's a no cut pod.
No cuts.
Actually,
no, I told Jamie to
the part where Jamie said the F word earlier, but
that didn't happen.
It did.
I've already cut that.
I was here.
Everyone, close your ears.
This is all going to get cut now because you said that, Nick. All right,
we can reference you.
What am I doing? I just caught myself. I caught myself lacking out here.
Wow, bro.
Yeah, it's specifically the paragraph is I never had a school award, spent $50,000 on a watch, and it came with an appraisal. Put a hole in an inward. Now he looking like a bagel. And that was so funny. I actually laughed the first time I heard it. Because I first listened to it like walking Leo around outside.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, I got to write that down because that was very funny. Yeah. I don't think I've ever heard any mention of bagels in a rap song. And he rhymed it with a watch appraisal. I just thought that was a pretty funny little throwing it in there.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if I like that line more or the line in I'm pretty sure it's in Dirtbag where he says Glock make it inward do the salsa, this bitch going la la bamba a.
that is I didn't catch that one. I knew that going la la bamba. I didn't know that's one. That's pretty funny actually.
I enjoyed that.
Yeah, I mean he has so many just funny lines like in Disrespectful, what is it he says like
oh my gosh, Disrespectful is so funny,
where he said, oh where's it I just saw it
let's see if we have the same one.
Dude, these ads are driving me crazy. Yeah, he said on my mom and sis had to kick my own blood out, they must have forgot I was a Crip.
That was the one that I was gonna say too. That was the one I was gonna say.
That really happened, right? Like in real life?
Yeah, that actually happened in real life. There was a controversy. I think, I was definitely following him on that, like on Instagram when that happened. Mm-hmm. And I don't know what, I kind of forget the story because he didn't post like a lot of it. But I think his mom and his sister were living with him, and then like the sister turned on him or something. So then like I really don't, I forgot what happened. But
okay, so the way according to this like genius annotation, it's unreviewed, so who knows? But it says. Okay, first off, it says I'll confirm. On May 1st, instead of first, it says like the number 1 and then TH. But
yeah, it was definitely last year.
Okay, on May 1st, 2019, Blueface kicked out his mom and sister because he wanted to make a room for his 2 girlfriends.
I feel like that's a little oversimplified.
Someone replied to it and said he kicked them out because they were breaking stuff and his sister ran at him with a knife and was trying to attack his girlfriends. So
yeah, there
was probably more real because it doesn't say May 1st.
Yeah, there was definitely some back and forth. It wasn't just like it wasn't. I know they definitely did some things to, in his eyes, to deserve that. I wouldn't know if I would say to deserve getting kicked out, but like he wasn't just like, oh yeah, I want some more biddies in here. Let me just kick my mom and sister out.
Right. Yeah.
He did during that time. It's really weird. He had his. So the 2 girls, one is his baby mama, and then one was just like another girlfriend. I think he did have 2 girlfriends last year, which kind of kind of crazy.
If everyone's on board, you do you.
I mean, true. But Jamie, I was gonna say I really like that too because I like how he juxtaposes like blood and Crip in that, but he doesn't actually mean like blood and Crip.
Right? Yeah, I thought that was a little clever and funny.
line. I know. It's so again, I think this song also I guess we can review it from like honestly a meme perspective, cuz this is it disrespectful? Yeah. Have you guys ever seen a couple memes blew up with the I'm about to get disrespectful. I'm about to get disrespect, like having that.
Oh, really? I don't think I ever caught those.
Jamie, I'm gonna say one, but you might want to blur this one out. There's nothing bad. It's a pretty edgy joke though.
Okay.
Do you want me to tell you guys?
Sure.
Yeah, please cut that. Please cut that.
All right, so we'll cut that. Yeah. Okay, so now that you say that, I'm now remembering a few memes that have to do with that.
Yeah, and then also in Bust Down, it doesn't say it in the song, but in the music video, right before he starts rapping, and the intro where he's like, so right before he starts rapping, it pauses in the music video, and he goes, "Ooh, let me drive the bus," and like that blew up so much. I'm pretty sure it was a TikTok trend too, where you like
that's
plug
where that
in.
came from?
Yes, that's where it comes from.
Okay,
and so
that one got really big.
Yeah. So he has some good meme potential where it's like, "Oh, let me drive the bus. You should ride the bus down," and then it usually was like ear or like bass boosted like crazy. Where it's like, "You should ride the boom." But yeah.
I never heard like the continuation of it, but I definitely heard the "Ooh, let me drive the bus." I heard that in many different places. Yeah.
So it's pretty good.
I didn't know that there was such a large reach of influence.
Dude, I remember
you was conflicted.
Yeah, it's not on this album. Oh my gosh, shut up. I don't know these musical references you guys are saying.
It's only from the greatest rapper of our generation.
Dude, I honestly haven't listened to all of
rap
the
albums of our generation.
Dude, it's so
I haven't
good.
listened to T-Pab, okay?
T-Pab is so
I'm
good.
sorry. I've listened to All Right, and I've listened to The Black of the Berry, and I've listened to what's it called?
These
Fireflies.
Fire,
bro. You listen to How Much a Dollar Cost, you get chills.
I've never listened to that song, I'm gonna be honest.
We gotta teach you to properly listen to albums.
it was Obama's favorite song of the year it came out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Does not know that.
SMH.
But I don't know if you've ever heard "Respect My Crippin' too." That was on his first album, "Respect" or "Famous Crip."
I don't think I have.
It's like he gonna like it if you respect his crippin', and it's like it's just a meme song.
It doesn't ring a bell.
Point. But okay, Jamie, is there anything else you want to talk about? Obviously, there's like more still we all want to talk about, but I'm just passing it to you.
I like the use of piano throughout the entire thing.
Yeah,
for the beats.
He does use a lot of piano. I honestly didn't notice that.
I enjoyed that. I like his like offbeat scheming. Sometimes he's on beat, but there's sometimes where he's not, and there were a few that I thought were really cool, but I forgot to make a note of them.
I got you.
But yeah, it's because it's impressive, especially if he's like in the studio listening to the beats like normal people do. That's impressively difficult to pull off.
Yeah.
Like doing anything on offbeats, whether it's playing guitar or like singing or anything like that. It's hard to do well. I'll say that. So that impressed me throughout that.
Okay, yeah. Let me interject real quick. So another way he's really funny is that his new album is called Find the Beat, or his most recent album is called Find the Beat, because he's an offbeat rapper, and it's like oh my gosh, it's like Wizard of Oz themed, and he's like the Tin Man, and it's like a yellow brick road, and he's trying to find the beat because he's an offbeat rapper. I don't know. I just thought that was hilarious.
That's pretty funny.
But he raps more on beat on that album, honestly. But his very early stuff is like super offbeat, and then like he's getting more on beat just because it's a little more mainstream. But I think he's still sticking to it mostly though.
I mean, it's a style. Like I say, stick with it.
Yeah.
Like that's the trademark I knew him from.
Yeah. I remember when I first like heard of him, it was like a very it wasn't like a little community that knew about him. Like he was like he's in that one category where he's like most rap fans know him, but most people who listen to music don't know him, you know? So he hadn't emerged, he hadn't gone mainstream yet, but people in the rap game kind of knew who he was. and I remember seeing memes on Twitter about Blueface rapping off beat, like people making fun of him, and I was like, oh, what? I don't even know what this. I don't even know what. I honestly didn't even know what offbeat rapping like sounded like. You know, I was like, people basically were just saying it was garbage. You know, but I think it was just because it was so new. But everyone obviously liked it enough. So
yeah, I think that's pretty much all that I really had like large or not large, but like stuff that I felt strongly enough to actually like make physical notes of it.
I didn't know that like the main hook or like the part of the chorus for Disrespectful where he says, "All I got is dick and bubblegum." I didn't know that was like a throwback
bubblegum
to
and
like
dick, dude.
Like an Ice Cube line.
Oh, was
one
it?
of Ice Cube's old songs. I saw that on Genius.
I actually didn't know that either. I should look at Genius more, honestly.
Yeah, it said it was a throwback to an Ice Cube song that originated it. I'm pretty sure it was an Ice Cube song, not an NWA song. And and like different rappers throughout the years have like riffed off of that line because I think they just thought it was like iconically funny. Like Jay-Z had a song with a line in it, and I might have said LL Cool J. I don't really remember, but I remember Jay-Z saying that, and I was like, oh, so it's like he's like riffing off this, because the first time I heard that, I was like, what the hell is he talking about?
Yeah, it is kind of weird. There's so much riffing in rap. Like I didn't even know it. Like once you start listening to other songs, you're like, oh, this sounds exactly like this one song. Like Kanye West, I know, uses this one line. It's like, "I'ma be on a TV, mama. I'ma break it down." I think it's from Late Registration. Wait, what's the one with the bear and the purple album?
That's Stronger.
No, that's a song on the album.
No, Graduation.
Graduation.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I know Lil Wayne uses in the Carter 5 at one point. He's like, "I'ma be on a TV, mama, pop voice people," and he just like there's so much overlap. It's insane. Like I don't even know the amount of songs I've listened to where there's overlap.
I think I know that from a Frank Ocean song. Like I don't think it's a sample when he says it, but like he says it. I think it's in Futura Free, the last song on Blonde, where he says, like, "I want to be on TV, mama. I want to." Like,
yeah, dude, I'm telling you, there's so much overlap. Even it's usually like lines that they try to mimic. Again, on the Pop Smoke album, I don't know, you guys probably don't remember. I think I said it last week, but it's when he goes like, "I ain't no window shopper. Your girl out here window shopping." That's like a 50 Cent song that was in like 2003 called "Window Shopper." You know,
gotcha.
They pull so much.
Yeah,
but all right, Nick,
there's a lot.
Oh wait, sorry.
In just the genre, it's fun to sometimes just go down those rabbit holes.
I know, I love it. Anything else you observe, Nick?
He said there's another one-liner where he says, "I used to sell coke wider than Hillary." That was pretty funny.
That was a good one. Yeah.
One little funny thing. I think it's in Dirtbag. He says, "Crack rock in my left sock." I thought that was funny. That's not even like it's not even like a joke. Like I just thought it was funny. Like
the rhyme was funny.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. In Bleed It, I was not a fan of when he says
what?
No, wait.
Oh wait.
I wasn't.
Okay, wait. Sorry.
I wasn't a fan of when he says when he says "Jeepers Creepers." That section,
why?
Like, is just like I feel like he's shoving so much into that line, and like I get his thing is like rapping off beat, but like the line right after it too is like shoved together, I think, if I remember right.
Yeah.
But
I
was just like, this sounds like something you would write down and then you would try and rap it on the beat, and then you were like, oh, this is too many words. I should take out like 3 or 4 words. And he just left
I love that though. I love that. It sounds so good. I don't know. I really like the eep. The eep. I don't know enough words. What's it like? It's not end rhyme, but it's like middle rhyme. I don't know how to explain it.
You mean like in Jeepers Creepers?
Or yeah, the whole rhyme scheme in line is creeping in the Jeep, turn this bitch Jeepers Creepers. Treat my like a pistol, no such thing as keepers. Like the eep part. Like I really like the eep rhyme
word
scheme
for that, but I can't. It's not alliteration because that's the start, and it's not rhyming because that's the end. But there's a word for it.
I know. I think it's maybe assonance. Is it assonance?
Where are you?
I didn't go to your school.
I'm gonna.
No,
I don't want to dox him. I gotta censor that.
The repetition of the sound of a vowel.
Assonance.
Wait, sorry. Was it actually assonance?
Yeah, it looks like
I think so.
Bruh, I'm a god, bruh. How
did you do that?
Thank you. See, my English teacher is better.
Especially in the stressed syllables. This may be termed vowel harmony in poetry.
He made us memorize a lot of those terms. I think everyone had to do. But
yeah, at one point I knew that word, but
little Jamie's retention rate is not as good. No, I'm just kidding. No, but yeah, Nick. No, I totally agree with you what you're saying. Again, I kind of like it, but it goes both ways. And then it's so hard when he says they envy me, I'm MVP. Like if you try to say they envy me, I'm MVP. It's so hard to say because I'll be singing it sometimes. I pretty much just go, they envy me, I'm MVP. Yeah. Like I pretty much just butcher it because it's kind of like a tongue twister.
It's like what is it? Like say toy boat 10 times fast or something.
Yeah, or Boyborg. Have you ever tried saying Boyborg?
No, but it's like the same thing.
Yeah, boy. That was really hard. Okay. Yeah, no, I really like that song. Do you like "Bleed It" as a song?
Overall, I think it's one of the better songs on the album.
I really like the beat producer's hooks where he goes like, "I left in my case." He says like, what does it say? I actually doesn't say the beat producer's thing, but you know, I left in my at the very beginning. You know,
oh, it says like FB do something, right?
FB producer. I think that's a different one, right? Or is it Bleed It?
This one says I think that's Kaete Mike Crook.
Boy, what did you just say?
Kaete. An accented A LLATE. It means shut up in Spanish.
I know that.
Whoa.
I'm just kidding. I'm sorry, Jamie.
That's what it says the intro is on Genius.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
For Bleed It?
So stop capping.
I only know.
Oh, for stop capping?
No, it's for Bleed It. I told you to.
Oh. Cállate. Whoa, what if he's saying... Whoa, that's actually crazy. Okay, I'll look at that later. If he's saying... Wow, okay, never mind. I thought he was saying like actual words, but if he's saying like... Cállate my... Wow, that'd be insane. Okay, sorry.
Cállate Mike Crook.
Cállate Mike Crook. Wow.
This is Mike Crook's producer tag.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'll look it up later, okay?
Wow.
I'm sorry. Well, because it sounds like he's saying like English words, you know?
Yeah. Well, he technically says 2/3 of it is English.
Okay,
true. Or our name's English. It's an English name.
Proper nouns.
But you don't change it when you change languages. Names are weird.
Okay, Nick, anything else?
According to Genius, I didn't know that a bust down was a like diamond studded watch.
Yeah,
that's true. I learned that one.
Yeah, that's like the whole thing to bust down. He says he used to ride the bus down. Now I wear a bust down.
Yeah, because I knew that like he said that, but I just had no idea what he meant by it. And then I looked it up on Genius and I was like, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So he educated.
A lot of people say they want to bust down their wrists or bust down their neck.
Gosh.
Bust it. Do you guys know what? I think I already told you this. But where is the line? It's in Bleed It. He goes, F a handgun. Are we allowed to say bitch?
Yes.
He said, F a handgun, bitch, I brought a Mac in. Gotta keep a tactical in case a person hacking. And then this line, he said, Glock with a dick on my lap, I'm in traffic. See, the first time I heard that, I was like, excuse me? Blueface has a what on his lap? But I think I already told you this. Do you know what a dick is?
Is that like the thing that boys have?
Shut up. No, do you know what it is in slang term?
No.
It's actually an extended clip.
Oh, okay.
So when people say Glock with
Are you rocking extendos?
Yeah, honestly, is it when they say Glock with a dick, it's an extended clip. So he says Glock with an extended lit clip on my lap.
Extended traffic. That's kind of like it's a line. Ooh, what is it? It might be in Stop Capping. But he did it talks about Curry and Pippen. Yeah, Curry in the clip, but I'm shooting like Scottie Pippen. It's so Curry, because Curry's number 30, and it's a reference to him saying he's got 30s like in his gun, like in his clip, and then he's shooting like Scottie Pippen because Pippen was known, to be like a really good shooter. But it also could mean that since his number was 33, he is also likely referring to the Glock 33, which is a 33 round mag full of Curries.
Gosh dang.
Yeah. Because he's got the 30 caliber. Had no idea. Because I heard that. Dude, that's funny.
He's literally a genius.
He is, dude. I don't know. His
one comment somewhere. It may have been just on like the general album comments on Genius or something, but it was like someone said, Blueface is somehow trash yet godly at the same time.
So I just think he's godly. Just saying. Nick, anything else you wanted to point out? Anything that stood out to you?
Not really.
All right. Guess I'm up. Okay, so I didn't really like the song with Lil Pump in it. I think we can all agree with that, right?
It's probably the worst one.
Agreed.
Gang, I didn't really like either. Yep. Featuring Mozzie is kind of like
I like Mozzie's feature, but not a fan of the rest of the song.
No, it's not it. I really like the beat on Daddy, where it starts out with like that really. It's kind of funky, It's like ding 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 ding.
Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding. I really like the Rich the Kid feature too, and that kind of got a little bit danceable, or got like kind of mainstream, and people would like dance to and stuff. But okay, another thing that's kind of weird. I know it's happened like 3 times, but I can only find 2 on this album. I think the other time is in another song in his future albums. But on Bleed It, he goes, "Never let the beef get cold. Where's the meat at?" And that's like in like the chorus.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "Pull up on your block, then I bleed it, slide. Final drop song, I can't leave it. Walk got me poked, but this tech got him leaving. Never let the beef get cold. Where's the meat at?" And then Stop Capping. In one of his thing, he goes, "Bruce Lee wearing kicks fly. Now this Glock kicking. Pop up least expected." Which again, pop up least expected is in Bleed It also, where he goes up. Pop up least Wait, where is it? Pop up least expected. Like I notice. Famous crip everywhere I go, people notice. Here I'm nose with notice. Pretty cool. Mm-hmm. But he just uses the same lines a lot, or not like a lot, but it's kind of similar. So he says pop up least expected in that, and Stop Capping, and then also it says pop up least expected like a mention. N-words want beef till I bring it to the kitchen. He has this like weird obsession with like beef. It's kind of weird. Like he uses the word beef a decent amount, and like it being cold sometimes. But it's to signify like fighting, I guess.
Right. That that's what beef is.
Yeah.
He does bring it up.
I also like the beginning of Stop Capping where he goes, "Shoot a movie in this bitch with extended clips. Bet he feel guilty when I knock down the incense. Glock with a dick." Again, there's that line again. Glock with a dick. He says, "Glock with a dick for a Jehovah's if he witnessed it." So it's like a Jehovah's Witness. But he says, "For Jehovah's he witnessed it." Not about start how you finish it. I thought that was really funny. Again, he says 2 dicks. I'm with the full-fledged bullshit. He really likes the word dick as like a extended clip metaphor. I don't know. Again, didn't hear it that much before, but now I kind of hear it in some other songs.
But it's in there a lot.
This one's funny. He just said, "I need a bitch to listen like Siri." After the cocaine with Hillary line. Yeah. Other than that, I just really like the album as a whole. There's some people whose voices that I can just listen to because they sound good.
Yeah.
You know, like that's pretty much what Pop Smoke. I haven't found it a lot, and I can't listen to. Blueface is a person that I can listen to, and maybe Lil Wayne and Pop Smoke, where their voices are just like so intriguing that's why I can listen to albums sometimes that they're on, because it's just their voice is what's carrying it. It's not even the lyrics or the beats. They help it, but the bass thing is their voices, and the reason I can listen to it is because, like, if they're having a bad beat or a bad lyrics, I can still listen to their voice. It kind of doesn't change, you know? Mm-hmm. Whereas other artists, I kind of need the beat and the lyrics to carry it. I mean, that's how people most listen to. Oh my gosh, that's how people most of the time listen to music, is like that way, and that's how I usually do. But like for a couple artists, it's like, dang, I just like hearing their voice, you know. That grrr. Yeah, I don't know if there's Bleed is probably my favorite song, just because that's what I got into. Also, Jamie, I see it says "Guy That Mike Crook." Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. That's like the tagline for the, I guess.
I thought you were saying Kayete. You were saying Kayete, but I thought you were saying it Kayete Mike Crook.
Kayete Mike Crook.
So you are saying that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, never mind. Again, we'll come back to this later because I'm stupid.
What did you say?
I think the Google Translate or whatever, the one that I'm looking at on Google says "Guy That Mike Crook," which is a horrible tagline, which is why I think it's wrong.
I mean, according to Genius, it's Kayete.
Yeah, right. This says "Guy That." There's no way his tagline is any sense. Guy That Mike Crook. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, that'd be a bizarre tagline.
And then I really like the music video for "Bleed It," which is why I also got into him. It's a Lyrical Lemonade classic, in case you guys didn't know. But
okay.
Wait, what'd you say?
Tatiana's. Sorry, Nick. "Bleed It" is from Lyrical Lemonade. That's how I discovered him.
Oh, okay.
He said, "Nick, you're stinky."
Yeah, I also said that.
Yeah, you didn't hear it, but I heard it between the syllables.
Yeah, and then Lyrical Lemonade also did "Bust Down."
Gotcha.
Yeah. Again, Lyrical Lemonade's on that grind,
cool
bro. They have. Wait, what?
I said, and they made that cool hoodie you have.
That is true, and that cool shirt that I have.
That's true.
And that cool stuff that I'll have later, also.
Oh.
But yeah, overall, they just introduced me to a lot of new music too, which is why I like them. But yeah, I think that does it for me.
All right, so I guess. All right, so then I guess we can kind of do our like overall stuff. And Nick, you go last because you're going to be announcing next week's episode. Jordan, would you like to go after me or before me then?
I'll go okay. First. I'll go first. I'll give this album. I'll give it an 8.5.
Starting off with a number, okay, I like it.
Wait, what?
I was just saying, like, starting off with a number.
There was no preface to your rating.
Oh, sorry. I forgot. I thought we were just giving the number. So yeah, again, there's like 1 or 2 songs that I didn't like the Lil Pump feature and the Gang song. But overall, I vibe so hard with this album. So gotcha. That's why I got
Makes sense. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I like this one more than the Pop Smoke album. I definitely, it had more like comedic value, which is a weird thing to say about an album, but it's true. There's just some funny lines in it.
I know.
I think I'll probably give it I'll give it a 4.5.
Hey, yes, That's pretty. That's better than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, I mean, because it helps. Its brevity definitely helps it because I don't think I can listen to a 40-minute long version of this album.
Just wait.
Oh no, but yeah, I feel safe with my my 4.5 overall. I don't really know that I'll listen to any of these songs again, but at least the 5 or 6 times I listened to it this week, it was enjoyable enough.
I got you,
Nick. If you wanna take it away.
Yeah, well, I wasn't similar to Jamie. I wasn't a huge fan. And I did like how Dirtbag, the first song on the album, starts off with just like pretty heavy bass. There's a song called "Distorted Records" by A$AP Rocky that starts off his album "Testing." That does the same thing, like starts off with super heavy bass. And I just really like that song. It kind of reminded me of that. But overall, I wasn't a huge fan. I'm not a huge fan of the whole like offbeat thing, and I felt like 3 or 4 of the songs, especially the songs with features, had like a super similar structure, like the same formula, like verse chorus, like it was like verse chorus, feature chorus, and then that was basically it. Or maybe it was verse chorus, feature, and then maybe another chorus. But it felt like, I said the Pop Smoke album felt kind of repetitive, but I feel like this one felt a little more repetitive, and also like his vocal style, more than just the offbeatness. I wasn't a huge fan of the how he would get a little raspy sometimes. Like, I like that occasionally. Like Kendrick Lamar has a song called XXX where he I can't remember if he gets raspier or if he just raises his voice in a line, but it's only like one line in the song, and I like that emphasis that it lays on. But Blueface just does it a lot, and I wasn't a huge fan. But I'll stop dragging it. I'll just give my rating. I'll give it like a 3.
3?
All right, and that brings us out to an average of 5.33.
You sure you calculated it right this time?
Listen, it was calculated right last time. My prior calculations were being affected by my new calculations.
Interesting.
Yes, but that's been resolved.
Okay. All
right. So you wanna take it away and announce next week's album?
Yes, sir.
Old Nicky boy.
So the last 2 albums I did were kind of Southern tinged, especially the first one was like just old country music, and then
and don't you dare boo Willie Nelson.
I'm kidding.
And then the last one was kind of Southern influenced, like alt rock kind of. And this one, next week we're gonna be doing. It's Yes Lord. I can't say it. It's Yes Lord, but it's spelled LAWD. With an exclamation point at the end. And it's by Anderson .Paak and a producer named Knowledge, but it's spelled with an X instead of an O. And they go by the collaboration name No Worries, where the O in No is replaced with an X. So it's like NX Worries. Okay. But if you search Anderson .Paak, it'll come up because the artist for the album is listed as like No Worries, Anderson .Paak, and Knowledge.
Gotcha.
I got you. Nice. Your little Anderson .Paak stand over here.
Yep. Okay. But I think it came out in 2016. Not entirely sure, but I listened to it.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, I listened to it last week.
Sorry,
I forgot how much I enjoyed it until I listened to it again, and thought it would be a good change up from my usual picks.
Yeah. I'm not to listen to some Anderson packaging. Okay.
Again, it's another good. It's another album I really enjoy. He raps and sings on it, but I would honestly say, like, if anything, like, He does more rapping on Oxnard, his second newest album. But like I think honestly, like some of the songs could be perceived as like more slower paced rap or just like R&B. But
Okay.
I really like the producer's beats knowledge on the album, and I've never heard it pronounced, but I just say knowledge because like that's what.
No, it's probably it's probably knowledge.
Yeah.
It's probably knowledge.
But he released like a 15-minute EP like a week or two ago. That's just instrumental music, and it's got good beats on it. But yeah, I like the album a lot. Looking forward to what you guys think. I think maybe this could be our highest rating yet overall because it's
interesting.
I think it could be an overlap of our tastes. Now it's not
gives it a 1 just to spite Nicholas.
Spite my 3, but it's not like
go ahead, put my 1 down.
It's not like straight up rap, but it is. I feel like it's a genre that we can all enjoy a fair amount, but we'll see.
I feel like I have an album that will get higher than this, but I'm not going to say it. But at some point, I will. We'll see, though. We'll see. I don't
Kanye West.
No, it's not Kanye.
Okay,
bro. I know that my next album will not be one of the highest rating ones, but it's the one I'm most exciting for.
Okay,
okay, I got you. Can't wait to listen to Blueberry Spurs from 1968 with the.
I will listen to a Frank Sinatra album, please.
Dude, I think I would actually like that
good.
a lot.
He's good.
Mm-hmm. I think I'd actually like
that. I shouldn't fake drag Sinatra.
Dude, if we do, we gotta get Zach in on this.
We gotta get Zach in.
The guy that barks.
Yes.
Yeah.
The feature, bro. We need the feature.
Yeah, the guy that barks. We'll get him in on this.
Yeah. But I'll just roll into what I've been listening to. I didn't really know why people liked Daft Punk so much, and I just kind of thought about their last album that came out in 2013. It's called Random Access Memories.
Yeah, dude.
And it's pretty good. Like a lot of the songs on it are pretty good. Just groovy music.
Daft Punk's fun.
Yeah. I know they did Robot Rock, which was like a meme song for a while. But it sounds a fair amount different than Random Access Memories. But it was a pretty good album. I really enjoyed it. I listened to an album that I almost picked for this week. It's called Bourgeois by Phoenix. They're like a French.
Okay.
Well, they sing in English, but they're from France, and they're like an alt pop band. But I really like that album. I think it's from 2013.
Listomania.
Yeah, yeah. Listomania and 1901 are probably their biggest songs. 1901 got pretty big. I think it got put on
They're the only two I know.
Yeah, I think 1901 got put on a 2K soundtrack or something.
It was on Rock Band. That's how I know it.
Oh, I gotcha. I also listened to the whole Hotel California album by the Eagles.
Great album.
It was awesome.
Great album.
I really enjoyed it.
Never heard of it.
Mm-hmm. Tequila Sunrise is on there, right?
I'm not sure. I didn't look at a lot of the song names while I was listening to it. I just kind of listened through it at work. It doesn't look like it is. I just looked at it. But
guess I'm a fool.
Should consult your father,
Eagles,
the true Eagles fan.
Yeah, you got some great ones. Victim of Love, Life in the Fast Lane, Hotel California.
I really liked. I like New Kid in Town. I like Victim of Love a lot. Try and Love Again was pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Great album.
Yeah.
Great album.
I talked about His Golden Messenger last week. Got to give him the plug again. He's a local dude. Love his music. Listened to a lot of his older stuff this weekend, last week. Finally, I listened to, I think it's Action Bronson's 4th newest album. It came out in 2015 or 2016. It's called Mr. Wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
It has a song Baby Blue on it that has Chance the Rapper in it.
Love that song. Never listened
to
the
what song
again? Baby Blue.
Yeah.
What's the album?
The album's called Mr. Wonderful, but the the biggest song on it is probably Baby Blue featuring Chance the Rapper.
When I'm with you.
I don't think I've ever heard that song.
It's pretty good.
Baby girl,
Yeah.
Great one.
I like that song, and I might like Acting Crazy. That's in my workout playlist. But that's another song I like off that album. Also, the last song on that album I love. It's called Easy Rider.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
I'll give it a listen.
It's a good one. I'm a pretty big Action Bronson guy. I don't talk about it a lot, but I do enjoy his stuff a lot.
Have you watched his new like Hulu Diners, Drives, and Dives spin-off show thing?
Does he have a show on Hulu?
Yeah, at least I've seen it. I don't know if it's like a Hulu original, but it's at least on there. It's like,
I'm researching.
what's the name? I think it's like That's Delicious.
What?
What a guy! I know he had a show on Vice that was like a cooking show.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all I know.
No, maybe it originally aired there, but yeah, it's like him. I think it's like a Diners, Drives, and Dives kind of thing, just going around the country eating things.
What a guy!
Tragically, Guy Fieri has died of a heart attack from literally eating everything the world has ever made. He will be in our thoughts and prayers from now on.
Say psych right now.
Say psych right now, bro. Psych.
Man, this might be like the least music I've listened to in a week. At least since we've been doing this podcast. I've been catching up on a few podcasts that I forgot about for like a year. So there's like 52 episodes of backlog. So I've listened to this album and I've listened to a lot of podcasts.
Okay.
A little bit of RTJ, a little bit of Jason Isbell.
Okay, my turn?
Yeah, I don't have anything else.
Okay, it's weird. I listened to this song called Banana featuring Shaggy, and it's like it kind of samples the Banana Boat song. It's kind of weird. I have this one song called They Want EFX from 1992. I've been trying to listen to a lot of older. Okay, I haven't tried like really hard to listen to older rap, but every once in a while I like listen to it. Like I'm also listening to a song called Hey Ma that's from 2002, which is like pretty old. Other than that, oh my gosh. Okay, also there's a song called Heaven Only Knows, and it's only been on Spotify forever. And it's by Tokyo featuring Chance the Rapper, but it is such a good feature. Like I feel like you guys would love the song.
I like
Nick, especially you.
There's a song by Tokyo called Good Morning, I think, that features SZA. It's pretty good.
Okay. All right, I might have to listen to that too, but it's only been on SoundCloud for like ever, and every once in a while I check and see if it's on Apple Music, and it is. So I assume it's on Spotify too. Let me just check real quick. Heaven Only Knows. Yeah, it's on Spotify too now. So, I mean, if you want to live it, it's such a good song. And then lastly, I mean, in addition to Bleed It, I've been listening, Dirtbag, I've been listening to that song too, but the Pop Smoke posthumous album came out this week, and I've been listening to that so much, bro. It's so
I need to give it a listen.
I know. I think, again, I don't know if you'd like it a lot. He changes up his style a lot on it, which could be good or bad for you, depending on how much you like the, going away from. He doesn't do it's like kind of like half hard and half not. Okay. It's kind of like half like his old albums, and then like more trying to experiment with different sounds and beats. But yeah, I've been listening to that a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably like that more. I like I like ups and downs in an album usually a lot.
Yeah, I got you. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've been listening to.
Okay,
Gotcha.
Sidebar, Jamie. Yes, the show is called. I guess we can't say that word. F. That's
Can I just bleep it?
Okay.
He said it, bro. You can say the F word.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, the show's called That's Delicious, and there's there's 30 episodes on Hulu, so we're about to. I don't binge a whole lot, but it'll definitely be in the background while I do stuff and have my full attention sometimes. That's usually how all TV.
You know what I've been binging a lot? I've been binging a lot of because they've put like all kinds of YouTube series.
Oh yeah,
on Hulu.
Yeah.
I've been going through like BuzzFeed's Unsolved, and I've been going.
Well, why don't you just watch that on YouTube?
Because I don't like BuzzFeed.
Yeah.
You're still supporting them. They still make money from you watching it on Hulu.
Right. I don't know. I'm not sub to them on YouTube or anything because I don't like most of their content.
And aren't there ads on Hulu too?
Well, there are ads, but on Hulu, it's you just start it, and it's like the whole thing is there, so I don't have to like hunt for a playlist on YouTube or like manually hunt to find. It's just like these are all the episodes. I recently watched all of their like Worth It stuff. And, and then I've also just been going back through and watching all of the It's Alives again from Bon Appetit.
I got you.
I love.
I've been watching Community because it's on Netflix now.
Very funny. Very funny.
It's so funny.
I've heard really good stuff.
Donna Glover's hilarious. It's really funny. I've never watched it because it was never on anything that I owned, but now it's on Netflix.
It's now on Netflix and Hulu. I saw it on Hulu the other day.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, Community's very funny. At least for the first 4 or 5 seasons. Once it gets to the point where they like canceled it and then brought it back and then canceled it and brought it back, it gets hit or miss. But at least the first 4 or 5 seasons are very funny.
I got you. Did you know that one of the co-creators of Community
would create Rick and Morty?
Yep.
Is that what you're gonna say, Nick?
Yeah, Dan Harmon.
Dang. Yeah, I see his name at the beginning. Yeah. I thought I recognized his name. Mm-hmm. Didn't he also create some other shows too?
Probably.
Like younger shows that we would watch?
I think so. I think he's had his hand in a few honeypots.
I feel like he made Phineas and Ferb for some reason.
I cannot confirm that, but yeah, and that's when they say that the show kind of gets worse is whenever he kind of went away from it. Stop being like the head, whatever.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess we should wrap this up, right?
Yeah.
All right. We just wanted to say thanks again for listening this week, and remember to tune in next week where we'll take a look at Yes Lawd by Anderson .Paak and Knowledge, the collective name of No Worries. So yeah, just be sure to check it out so you can kind of have your own thoughts and join the discussion a little bit. And then feel free to either leave a comment about your thoughts on this week's album on YouTube or, just tweet them at us. We're on Twitter at ListenUpPod, and that account as well as our personal handles will be in the description wherever you found this podcast. But for now, we'll catch you next week, and remember to listen up.